Wicked, wicked, wicked.
I just feel really calm at the fully lengthened.
Wicked, wicked, wicked.
The longest road is probably consistency over time.
Wicked, wicked.
DMs and ask me like specific questions. A lot of them are, if I'm a smart ass when I write back, it's because that's how I react to stupid questions, but I don't mean to be offensive. It's just like, if you think about what you're asking me, maybe the answer will probably come to you. You don't need me to answer it. Like a guy asked me the other day, like, how do you deal with the seat height if you're a taller individual? I was like, adjust the seat. They fucking adjust all of them. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you needed me to tell you that? But yeah, like I've had a lot of people write me and a lot of comments like talking about, oh, is this style that you train, is it better for like bulking or cutting? And this whole idea of like people thinking that you train differently when you're bulking and train differently when you're cutting, which is like the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Like train how you train, and the level of intensity and the level of strength will be indicative of like what you're able to do in terms of like if you're on a diet and you're getting ready for a show, your calories are lower, therefore your total energy available is less. So you might not have it, and you're also adding in other stimulants like cardio and various things that might be going on that are draining you of that restricted calorie total. It's draining even more. So when it comes to lifting weights, the energy just isn't there, right? That doesn't mean you don't push through. You try to, but you have to understand that maybe the weights will end up dipping a bit, and then that's why guys go to like higher rep ranges, like more volume, lighter weight, higher reps. Like it's like, yeah, but it's not like, it shouldn't be some like thought of like really constructed process where it's like, oh, once I get to this weight, I'm not gonna lift heavy, I'm only gonna do this and this. It's like, no, do what got you to the dance. Like that's what got you to the physique you wanted. Don't think that like abandoning how you normally lift and how you've put on size and your training style, don't abandon that and flip it to something else just because you're quote unquote dieting and like, oh I can't handle this, I can't handle that, right? Like I'm just a bigger fan of find a style that works for you. So my style is the same. I train these guys the same as whether they're off season or in season or contest prepping, whatever it might be. The only time I might pull back on total reps and total volume is like the week of the show. So when I know someone's depleted or going through a depletion or like their energy levels are low, their cardio is through the roof, it's like you don't want to like over stress that body. We just want to stimulate that body and give it enough to like kind of light the fire and then just walk away from it. We don't want to like beat that person down so like their restricted calorie diet can't even facilitate their recovery from that, right? So that comment comes up regularly, and it seems to be like it's another bodybuilding dogma shit where it's like, oh, bulking and cutting, how are 10 sets, like 4 sets of 10 and then 3 sets of 5. It's like, I don't know, man. And I definitely don't know what's best for you because I don't even know you. So like you have to be the determination of that, right? You can't just like, oh, someone told me I do this and that's what works for me. It's like, well, if you did it and it didn't work and it didn't feel right, did you just keep doing it because someone told you to? It's like people in bodybuilding need to train more intuitively and like trust their bodies and listen to their bodies and understand like today I don't have it. Today I'm fucking drained. My sleep was shit last night, or I missed my meals. My timing was off. I'm stressed the fuck out. There's some stuff going on personally, whatever it is, and like just mine's not there. It's like that's not the day to push for a world record breaking workout, right? Of intensity and duration. It's like, okay, well, let's pull back on that day, take an inventory of what you have available. Maybe as you get going, the intensity picks up and the body starts to feel a little better, but like, don't beat yourself down. Like go with the flow of how your body's feeling and how your body's moving, and just understand that like, you're gonna have days that suck and you're gonna have days that are great. So like, and that's it's the ebb and flow of life, right? So to just like, that's why when people talk about programs to me too as well, it's like I can't prescribe you a program because I don't even see you on a daily basis. If I train one of these guys on here, I can tell what their energy levels are like. I can tell what's going on. I can tell they're dragging ass, they're fucking wasting time between sets, they're fucking like, I can say like, oh, what happened? Like, oh, I didn't sleep well last night. Oh, I'm fucking stressed out because my car broke down. It's like, okay, well then we need to like either tell you to suck it up and fucking get on with it, or like we need to like adjust the intensity a little bit. Like let's not push you too hard too fast because you're gonna crash. But like let's bring the intensity up slower over time, right? Let's like let's come to a peak of a workout and then just kind of let it go, right? So that's what I'm saying. These guys who give you like this is some guy wrote me this convoluted nonsense fucking message the other day about like all these training terms of like how do you program yourself for like a 3-week mesocycle and a fucking this, and I'm like, I literally like I blanked out after the mesocycle thing. I had no idea what he wrote. I just wrote back like, what are you talking about? Like, and then you take a look at the picture of this guy who's sending it to you, and it looks like he's never worked out in his life. Why are you concerned about that shit? Go to the gym and enjoy working out and push weight around and connect with your body and connect with your muscles and just enjoy being there before you think like, oh, so-and-so gave me this program and I'm on a 3-week fucking 3-week high volume cycle, and then I'm going to come off and I'm going to do a 2-week deload cycle. It's like, how does that guy know what you're capable of in defined ranges of time? He has no idea what you're doing, what your life is like. Nothing. No idea if your food is on point. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. People need to like think about all that shit. If something sounds stupid, it probably is. Like if you think to yourself, like right when you hear it, you're like, it doesn't sound right. He's like, probably not. Your first intuition is probably correct on that. It sounds stupid. It is stupid.